Hey everybody, Brian here from Solid Wood Worx. Today we're going to show you how to install the third row delete and this plate that we made that can go into all the stock mounting points, and then a couple rib nuts that we'll install. This whole process can take about 30 minutes or so, and we'll walk you through the whole step. This can be purchased on our website at solidwoodworx.com. All right, the first thing you want to do is have a flathead screwdriver, and you will open up these D-rings they have in the back of the cargo area by just popping this plastic piece open here. And then underneath that is a 10mm bolt, and there's 4 of these, one here and one in each corner. So remove all of these, and then we can start removing the top part of the third row plate. After you remove the 2 D-rings in the furthest rear cargo area with a flathead opening it and then the 10mm wrench socket, we will want to fold these third row seats forward to get to 4 bolts in the front there. Once that you have the seats folded forward, you want to get your flathead and put it in this little indentation right here and just pop this open. That will expose the hex bolt in here. Use a 14mm to loosen that bolt up. Now that we have all 4 of these bolts out, we're going to grab the seat bottoms here, fold them forward, and then when you grab the seat backs, we'll fold those forward a little bit as well. It'll look like this. You'll then go back to the rear of the vehicle again and lift it up to access more bolts back there. All right, so now that we're back in the back of the vehicle, this portion that we just took out, these D-rings, we're going to kind of put our hand in here and lift up, and you see it'll pop it loose. Work your way along and just start popping it up like that, and you can remove this whole piece. Once that piece is removed, you're going to notice that there are about 5 bolts back here. Once again, a 10mm, and you're going to loosen all of these up and remove all of them. That's going to remove this metal piece here and this front plastic piece. So once you have the 5 bolts out, you're going to want to remove this plastic piece. The easiest way I've found is, once again, with a flathead screwdriver or with one of your prying tools, is you'll pull the rubber seal back a little bit. You'll look in here and you'll see the different locations that they have the little plastic, little kind of rivets in there. And you're going to kind of look through here, you're going to see that, and start going through and popping them all up. Once you have all those popped up, you'll just kind of start lifting this piece out. There'll be a couple other little clips in the corners here, just kind of with a little bit of light pressure, pop those out. Okay, plastic piece is out. Now this metal piece will be removed. And now that's going to expose these rear bolts. You'll use your 14mm again. And if you look down in here, you can see they're down in here, and then one on the outside of each seat as well. All right, so you're going to have to remove 2 more brackets back here before you pull the seats out. They're these black ones in the sides here. Each of them have 2 bolts going down into the floor. That's going to be with a 10mm socket, and you're going to need a little extension as well to get over this bracket here. Now the seats are completely free and able to be pulled out easily. We already got the right side out. Kind of lift it up and wiggle it, and all of the bolts are taken out. So I can normally kind of just slide it back here a little bit, grab it somewhere safe. There's a lot of little areas you can pinch your fingers to make sure you got all your fingers all the way under there, and pull it out. Pretty much all the hardware. The last little piece of prepping to install your plate is these little plastic pieces here. So what you're going to do is take the flathead once again, get under here and pop these out like that. And you're going to want to cut a little bit of this electrical tape they have right here, and you're just going to want to undo this little plastic piece from the wire. You're going to want to undo all 4 of these so that the wire can sit flatter, since the plate sits on this flat edge here. The other part you're going to kind of remove is these little plastic ones here that we had on the weather stripping. So just like that, you'll pull that out, work your way down to get all of these. Now that all the plastic pieces are out, the last little thing you want to check is when you're putting your weather stripping back on. When you look down here, you can see that sometimes it doesn't seat all the way, so you just want to get in here with your little screwdriver and just make sure it's all popped back in there properly so it stays in there nice. All right, so this is the third row plate that you'll be installing in your 4Runner from our company Solid Wood Worx. If you are going to be installing our 4Runner drawer system as well, in the very back of the kit, when you see this hex ply material is up, you'll see these 2 holes here. This is where our stock brackets for our 4Runner drawer system will go. So what you'll want to do is take these silver T-nuts that'll come with your kit, and on the underside of them, you'll want to smash them in with the little teeth to the bottom side. So I'll show you how that works real quick. You just want to take your whole plate, flip it over, fit them in here, and pound them until you get them completely flush into the material. That's where you'll be able to access the L bracket attachment point. All right, now that we have all that prepped, Got our third row plate. We're going to slide it in. We're going to check the fitment on where it's going to sit. We're going to mark a couple holes in the back where we're going to install our riv nuts. So just slide it all the way back. It's going to drop in and go right up against this weather stripping here. When it does that, if you look down into here, you can see all three of these holes line up really well. And then we're going to want to climb in here and look back here and find which three holes of these line up well. So we'll make a little mark with a Sharpie next to those holes there and make a mark in the center of those holes. We're going to pull it out and then install those three riv nuts. All right, so we marked the holes. We're going to slide the plate out a little bit. We're going to grab our 1/4 riv nuts that comes in the kit. And we're going to drop them where we marked them. So if you want to look at the far left one here, the driver's side, you see a line that we made from looking down in this hole. So we'll drop this in here like that and line it up centered with that. We're going to use a little manual riv nut tool here. You can buy these at any hardware store or about 20 bucks on Amazon. Use it, return it. They're pretty easy. So this one already has one in it. I'll show you how. What you're going to do is insert the riv nut into the riv nut on the gun. You just kind of thread it onto the end here. You drop it in and you pull these together like that. And then this one, I pull this and it unscrews itself like that. And now your threaded insert is installed. So you want to do that for all three of these. All right, we got our riv nuts in, we got all of our area prepped. Now we're going to start showing you how to bolt the plate down. Your hardware will come with 3 of these larger bolts and 3 larger cupped washers, they're called, and 2 smaller little button head sockets with a small cupped washer. These will go in the front here, and then these ones will go in the back. So when you're tightening down these rear ones with the 14 mil hex head, you want to pop these little spacers on them before you drop them in here. Finger tight, pop a little black spacer on them. This allows it to not compress this part of the wood and actually bottoms it out on this, so it makes a nice strong tightening surface. All right, you got the back ones. Now these front smaller washers here, same thing. You just want to use their 4mm Allen key and find them. Let's go hand tighten. And the last thing we want to do is kind of just look down the sides of the plate and the front and kind of make sure it looks all square and it's about the same distance from everywhere before we bolt it all down. So now that we have them all hand tightened, we're going to go down and start actually bolting them down. So you'll see that there's a little bit of room around all of these washers here and then a little bit on the little ones as well. That is just so you have a little bit of movement in here. You know, every vehicle is a little bit different, and yeah, we just have to give you a little bit of play in here. So now we're going to go around with our Allen key and tighten all these ones in the front up. All right, the last piece is a fun little kind of a concept that we came up with a little puck system that will cover this entire area, and it's countersunk in here, so it's deeper for the head, and it'll flush all of this out, so you'll have one flat surface and nothing will get caught in any of these areas. So you'll kind of just set this over here. You have a little half circle in case you ever need to open it up. You can set that over which way you want, and just kind of go around with a hammer and just slightly tap it down.